late, the Baahubali mania has already gripped the country. And after watching the film, I can understand why. It is an extraordinary cinematic experience. What a film! This is a review of Baahubali 2, the conclusion. A few minutes into the movie, I found myself glued to the screen. Director S.S. Rajamouli and his team deserve all the praise coming their way for creating a visual spectacle that will leave you spellbound. The film opens with the most awaited dialogue, "Why did Kadapa kill Baahubali?" We also get to see the backstory of Balaladeva and the reason for his hatred towards his brother, Amarendra Baahubali. The rest of the story unfolds like a gripping novel with several twists and turns that will keep you guessing till the end. It is hard to believe that this is Prabhas's debut film because he has done a fantastic job in it. He looks dashing, fights well, and his chemistry with Anushka Shetty is adorable. Rana Dagabati has once again outdone himself. His portrayal of the negative character is menacing. You will hate him for what he does in the film. But hats off to the actor for delivering a powerful performance. Anushka Shetty is graceful and elegant. She carries herself well in the role of Devasena. Tamanna Basha as Avanthika has a limited role, but she makes the most of it. There are some lovely songs picturized on her and she looks stunning in them. Ramya Krishna as Sivagami and Sathyarai as Kadapa are superb. In fact, Satyaraj's character steals the show. Kudos to Rajamouli for casting him and giving him enough scope to perform. His dialogue delivery is crisp and you will love him for it. Other actors like Nasser, Pradeep Rawat and Tanikela Bharani have done a decent job. Now let's talk about the music. M.M. Keeravani has delivered an album that will stay with you long after the movie is over. The background score is simply awesome and elevates the drama on screen. The songs are well composed and add to the beauty of the film. Special mention to the song Dira Dira, which shows the struggle of Kadapa to protect his king and his family. It's a soulful track that will tug at your heartstrings. But the real star of the show is S.S. Rajamouli. He has created a world that is so immersive and believable. The action scenes are choreographed brilliantly and the cinematography is top-notch. The visual effects are used judiciously and they add to the realism of the film. Rajamouli has also written a solid script with a lot of twists and turns. The dialogues are powerful and they stay with you long after the movie is over. He has also extracted the best performances from his cast. Overall, it's a masterclass in filmmaking. Baahubali 2 is not just a movie, it's an experience. So what are you waiting for? Go watch it and immerse yourself in the world of Mahesh Mathi. I promise you won't be disappointed. Let's move on to another important point. Why do people prefer Baahubali 2 for me? There are two primary reasons. First, it's a great movie, and second, it's a safe bet for families and friends. Let's break this down further. On the surface, it might seem like a simple action film. After all, it has everything that you would expect from an action movie: fights, romance, drama, and even a touch of comedy. But don't be fooled by the genre. Baahubali 2 is much more than an action film. It's a story about honor, loyalty, and betrayal. It's a story that will stay with you long after the movie is over. The second reason is that it's a safe bet for families and friends. In today's world, it can be tough to find a movie that everyone in the family can enjoy. Most movies these days have some sort of violence or adult content that makes it uncomfortable for families to watch. But Baahubali 2 is different. It's a movie that everyone can enjoy: kids, adults, and even grandparents. The movie has something for everyone. The kids will love the action scenes, while the adults will appreciate the story and the performances. Even the grandparents will find something to root for. The movie has a positive message that everyone can appreciate. Now, let's talk about who will benefit from seeing the movie. To be honest, everyone will benefit from watching Baahubali 2. It's a movie that will appeal to everyone, regardless of age or gender. The movie is so well made that it will keep you on the edge of your seat. You'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll cheer. It's a roller coaster ride of emotions. However, if you have kids, then you must take them to watch this movie. This is a chance for you to bond with your kids over a movie that they will love. Watching a movie like Baahubali 2 will create memories that will last a lifetime. Your kids will thank you for introducing them to such a wonderful movie. Plus, it's a chance to teach your kids about honor, loyalty, and courage. These are important values that everyone should live by. And what better way to teach these values than through a fun movie? So if you have kids, make sure to take them to watch Baahubali 2. They'll love you for it. In conclusion, Baahubali 2 is a must-watch movie. It's a great movie that everyone in the family can enjoy. It's a story that will stay with you long after the movie is over. It's a movie that will make you laugh, cry, and cheer. It's a movie that will make you believe in the power of good over evil. It's a movie that will make you proud to be Indian. What are you waiting for? Go watch Baahubali 2 with your family and friends. Create memories that will last a lifetime. Now let's move on to the next point. Who will not benefit from watching the movie? Well, to be honest, I can't think of anyone. This movie is a visual spectacle that everyone will enjoy. It doesn't matter if you're a kid or an adult, a boy or a girl, or if you've seen the first part or not. Everyone will benefit from watching this movie. However, I would like to say that if you're someone who gets easily bored, then you might want to skip this movie. It's almost 3 hours long, and you need to invest time to get involved in the story. If you're someone who's looking for a light-hearted comedy, then you might also want to skip this movie. Sure, there are some funny moments, but overall, it's a serious movie with a lot of action. Finally, if you're someone who hates subtitles, then you might want to skip this movie. The movie is dubbed in Hindi, but there are some parts where the subtitles are not accurate. However, I would encourage you to give the movie a chance. Try to focus on the story and the performances. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. With that said, let's move on to the next question. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Can I watch Baahubali 2 without seeing the first part? Well, the answer is yes and no. Yes, you can watch it without seeing the first part because the movie stands on its own. However, you will miss out on the backstory of the characters and the world building that Rajamouli did in the first part. Also, there are some spoilers in the second part that will make more sense to you if you've seen the first part. That being said, I would highly recommend that you watch the first part before seeing the second part. It is a great movie in itself and it will give you a better understanding of the characters and the story. Plus, it's a great way to support the filmmakers. The first part was released 5 years ago and it's still a visual spectacle. The action scenes are choreographed beautifully and the cinematography is top-notch. You'll fall in love with the world of Mahesh Mathi. So my recommendation is to watch both parts. You'll be glad you did. In conclusion, Baahubali 2 is a must-watch movie. It's a great movie that everyone in the family can enjoy. It's a story that will stay with you long after the movie is over. It's a movie that will make you laugh, cry, and cheer. It's a movie that will make you believe in the power of good over evil. It's a movie that will make you proud to be Indian. What are you waiting for? Go watch Baahubali 2 with your family and friends. Create memories that will last a lifetime.